Let's discuss the root component a little bit in depth. First, we'll spin up a React application using Create React App. Let's move into VS Code and open the project. We will install React Router DOM and npm start. Let's head over to app.js, clean up a little bit, and we are ready to rock and roll. First, let's get router, root, and link. Let's drop a router in there and a couple of links. Now we need components to render at each of these locations. There's home and there's blog. We know we can use root to render one or the other depending on current location. Root takes a path prop and a component prop. Of course, we'd better add the exact prop to our home root. And this seems to be working properly. An important thing about root is that components rendered using it, like home or blog, get injected with a bunch of location-related props. Let's drop a debugger there and head over to blog. Here we hit our breakpoint right on schedule, and if we hover on props, we can see something really interesting going on. Here are the very important history, location, and match props. It's the root component who's making sure that the actually rendered component gets these props. Location is all about where we are. Match contains information about how this particular root matched the current location. We can also use match to pull any dynamic parameters from the URL. History is similar to the HTML5 history API. It provides us with a bunch of methods we can use to change location imperatively. Let's go to blog and test our back home button. So to reiterate, the root component not just allows us to render a component conditionally depending on whether the current location matches the path. It also injects components with extra props. We can inspect props also using the React DevTools. Find React DevTools here. It's a React extension we can install on most popular browsers. Let's find us the blog component, and there we are. And here's the list of the props injected into this component. And just to review, location is all about where we are. Match is all about how we matched the current route to where we are. And history contains actions we can do to navigate imperatively. History also contains a copy of the location object, but we should never use this guy. Root also provides other props we might use. For example, if we wished to inline a React component right in there, in between these curlies, we wouldn't be using the component prop, but the render prop. And then we can efficiently do things like this. Let's plant another debugger right in there. And get some props going. We can see that this inline component also got injected with history, location, and match. Another prop we can use on root is children, and children makes it so that the component supplied renders regardless of whether the path is a match to the current location or not. So now we can see the blog rendering in both locations. And there you have it, your overview of the root component.